Good morning! Today we are going to make a fidget spinner like one of these. I first have gotten the request from a friend of mine who just found out about fidget spinners and wanted to get one but could not afford to pay $15 for these types of toys. So he asked me if I could make one and I said yes. One of the key components of this project would be to use some skateboard bearings. These were old skate bearings from my scooter or your skateboard. And we will also use some scrap wood and some magnets as the weights, but you could also use other skateboard bearings or even some coins. Anything that is heavy that can create inertia. So let's get started! Logic DIY! Think, build and share! So for these machines to spin for a long time, they need bearings, and you can very easily find skateboard bearings or buy new ones at the skate shop. Do not forget to remove the protecting caps on the bearings, otherwise they cannot be cleaned effectively. If you're using old skateboard bearings, make sure to clean them first in soap water and then in alcohol. Then you might want to add some oil, even though I find that it slows the bearing down, but it will make it last longer. I then roughly eyeball and trace my template on a piece of wood. Do not forget to sand all the edges with the help of a Dremel tool. But then, once I start cutting the wood and then drilling, I have found that the wood, which was poor quality, snapped. So I first drilled before cutting the wood so that it was less likely to split. So at this point it was working, so I hot glued ceramic magnets on the 3 side holes because they are going to act as weight to create inertia. That is why these toys can spin for a long time. And then, in order not to get any strings inside my bearings, I used super glue. I carefully used super glue on the edges of the bearing, and it is working great. So this fidget spinner is already complete and it is a whole lot of fun, especially in the classroom. One feature that I like about it is that you can pop on some other magnets in order to have extra inertia, thus have a longer spinning time. Also, these types of toys are quite popular inside the classroom. Thus, I think that if you would really want to, there would be a way to make a little bit of money by selling those to your classmates. Of course, if you wanted to spin longer and to have more balance, make sure to trace your design on a piece of graph paper with some correct angles and correct measurements. You want the 3 circles to be separated 120 degrees from each other. Then, with the help of a glue stick, you can glue your template on the wood and start cutting after having drilled the holes. Of course, this takes some trial and error, and before drilling, try to stick the template away from the edges of the wood so that it is less likely to split. I have also tried some designs with only 2 weights. If you do not want to mess up your template, while drilling the holes, you can poke a hole with the help of a small screwdriver in your template without gluing it yet, and then drill the hole. And you can reuse your template and then drill your holes and draw on the sides of the template, and this means that you can use your template many times without having to make another one, which is rather time consuming. Of course, to make it look really cool, I am going to paint it, and I have also used some glow in the dark paint. Well, that is it for today. I hope that you like this project. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time!